Hey everybody, it's Monica. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I appreciate you all for being here. In this week's video, we are going to be trying the HTVRont Sublimation Heat Transfer Vinyl. Now, I had some success and then on the other hand, not so much success, and you will see that. So if you're interested, stick around, and that's coming up next. All right, I have to apologize ahead of time, you guys. I have to do a voiceover because my mic recording when I'm screen sharing for some reason kept getting cut off, and I didn't realize that until I was in here editing. But I'm right here showing you I'm in Creative Fabrica looking for my fall images. I saved these 3 files into my favorites just to save some time, and I had already uploaded them to my folders. I'm just showing you some of the images that I decided to go with, kind of sorting through my files, picking the designs that I want so we can upload to Cricut Design Space. And just so you know, I did speed this up a little bit on the screen sharing since I had to mute the actual recording for my screen sharing, and I'm kind of doing a voiceover now. I'd rather speed up a little bit and save a little bit of time. So as you can see, I've already gone in and uploaded this here to Cricut Design Space. And it always likes to stall on me just a little bit. I absolutely love some of these images that the creators make on Creative Fabrica. Amazing. It is very time consuming because I have made some from the ground up and it does take a lot of time. So it is kind of nice paying for the annual membership here on Creative Fabrica and looking for the image. Of course, if you're not finding anything you want, then of course you would want to make your own, right? But I love that I can find pretty much anything and everything on Creative Fabrica. You should look into it if you guys are interested. Check it out. Got nothing to lose. I was on the fence about it for a while until I decided just to pay the annual fee. It's well worth the price for sure. Okay, so as you can see right here, my image did come in quite a bit larger on Cricut Design Space as it usually does. So I'm just resizing everything to fit into my tabloid size sublimation paper, which is 11 by 17. It is a new paper I decided to try out that I found on Amazon. It was on sale. It's the one that has the pink on the back and you print on the front side. It's okay. It's not my favorite. For now, I will probably stick with that until I finish it. I'm not going to let it go to waste. But I will probably find all the sizes I need in the A sub. I absolutely love their paper. Some of my other papers are A sub. That's what I normally use, but I just wanted to try something different. I needed that size, so why not? All right, so here are all my images here in Cricut Design Space. And of course, I'm going to create an offset so I can do my heat transfer vinyl for 2 of the images, because one is just going to be sublimated directly onto the shirt. And the other 2, of course, we're going to sublimate onto that HTVRont Sublimation Heat Transfer Vinyl. So I'm just kind of doing all my offsets here. Once I get all the settings right and everything ready to go, I will go ahead and send it to my printer and then get everything cut out. So you will see that here in just a minute. So I'm not going to talk anymore. I'll just let the video roll through until I get to my next segment. All right, you guys. Okay guys, I've loaded my first image onto the mat, and I'm just going to use my little roller to make sure it is very well stuck to here, because this mat is a little old. I don't use it very often, but it's losing its stick. I need to clean it up a little bit, but I'm just going ahead and rolling it just to make sure everything stays. Okay. And then I'm going to move you over here to my cutter so we can move on to the next step. Okay, you guys, here's the HTVRont. We have it in the sheets right here. This is just for this is the clear, I believe. And then we have it in the rolls. Since I have the sheets, actually, I don't even know if it's going to fit on there, so I'll probably use a roll. But here's the regular clear, and here's the one for dark fabrics right here. Okay. The shirts I'm going to use are, I bought these off of Clothing Shop online. This is a Gildan Soft Style 100% cotton. We're going to be using that. We're going to be using the clear Sublimation HTV on this one. And these two shirts are Tultex, and they are 65% polyester blend and 35% cotton. So on this one, I'm just going to do the straight sublimation on. And then this one, I'm going to do the white sublimation heat transfer vinyl for dark colors, right? Even though I can probably sublimate on this because it has a lot of oranges, I do want it to stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and use the HTV for dark colors on this one. Just to see what effect we get, right? So we're going to go ahead and prep everything, and we will see you back here in a minute. Okay, so for this first shirt, since it is 65% polyester, 35% cotton, we're going to sublimate this directly onto the shirt. But this is the sublimation paper I'm using. This paper is the one that has... I'll just show you. It has the pink in the back. So you print on the white side, the pink side is the back part. So I just wanted to try this paper. It was on sale. I got it on Amazon, of course, 11 by 17, and it's 100 grams. So I want to try it. So this does have specific instructions for this. So for this first shirt, we're going to have to do a temperature of 360 for 25 seconds. And it says heavy pressure. So we're going to go off of this first thing, okay? So we're going to do that. Move this over to the side. And then, of course, the other one, we're going to have to follow directions for the sublimation one, right? So let's do this shirt first and get this over and done with. Since we're not doing any heat transfer, we're just doing straight onto the shirt. And it'll also give me a chance to try out this new shirt that I tried off of the Clothing Shop online. This is Tultex, and it tells you right here, it's 65% cotton blend, 35%, 65% polyester, 35% combed wrung spun cotton. So I'm anxious to see how this turns out. So let's do that first, you guys. Alright, we're just gonna prep this shirt. I have this extra pressing mat here for extra pressure. Alright, while our heat press gets up to temperature, I'm gonna go ahead and lint roll. Get everything ready here. I haven't tried this. This is the first time I use this shirt. This is the first time I use this sublimation paper. It could be an epic fail. It could turn out amazing. I don't know. We shall see. And I might actually just do my crease in the middle like I usually do because, of course, as usual, I'm never confident that it's ever right in the middle, right? So I think what I'm going to do is once again, you want to grab it, line these up, as well as the armpit, right? Down here and right here. Right down the middle. It's kind of hard when you have the back part that doesn't really want to fold. But while it's heating up, we're going to go ahead and two birds with one stone. Get the temperature up to where it's supposed to be, get the moisture out, and also do my crease down the middle, right? So I'm just letting it go to however long I'm setting it, only because it's not even at temperature yet, and I'm sure that it'll get all the moisture out that I need. Why not? Doesn't hurt anything. Nice crisp seam right down the middle, although it doesn't even look like it, but I mean it does, but it doesn't. I don't know. I folded it exactly. It kind of looks like it's slightly off. I mean, it looks like, well, I suppose that's right. Apologies, you guys. I was just putting a crease down the middle of my paper, just on the top and the bottom. And I will probably put a couple of pieces of heat tape right here. Trying to use up both my tapes here as I go. Alright, that looks pretty centered, so I just need to grab a piece of butcher paper. I have one here, fold it up. It's almost at temperature. Actually, no, I think I'm going to use a nice clean piece. Alright guys, it's up to temperature. Once again, for this particular sublimation paper, it specifies to use 360 degrees for 25 seconds. I'm doing it for 30 seconds. Got my butcher paper here. Fingers crossed everything comes out good. And again, this is a 65% polyester blend, so it is not going to be as vibrant as a full-blown polyester 100% shirt. It is going to have a little bit of a vintage feel, and that I'm okay with that. It is a fairly light shirt, so it should still capture this image fairly well. fingers crossed that the time and the temp is good, but I'm just following the instructions for this particular paper because I've never used it before. So we shall see how it turns out. Moment of truth. Oh yeah. And that's exactly what I thought it was going to look like. Now, obviously the release on the paper is not the greatest, but a lot of the sublimation papers are like that. But this is exactly what I thought it was going to look like. So that is totally fine. Because it's not a full-blown polyester shirt, but it still looks good. It still captured some colors very well. So, okay, let me pause here and get ready for the next shirt. Okay guys, here is our sublimation heat transfer vinyl for the dark colors. It's right here. I have the instructions from the other packet because I didn't see them in this box. So this image obviously is going to go on here. Now that everything's cut, we're going to go ahead and weed all this. Oops. Oh, that backing is very sticky, isn't it? Guess that's a good thing. Get all that excess off first. Okay. Whoops, got stuck on me there. Transfer sheet is very sticky. Need something to hold it down. I will just use this for now. Okay. Sure I didn't miss a spot. Oh, yep. Okay. So pretty much, and I just usually do this with all my stuff just to have it ready. You'll have this here, and then obviously our image is gonna go here, right? We'll just line it up when it's ready. So that one's ready. Move that to the side and do the other one. Of course, that's for this image, for this shirt right here. I lost my picker, you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, that was pretty easy. I kind of left it very simple. Okay, so this one, move this over. It's pretty much going to go, I think I have this right. It's gonna go like this, and then, oops. And then this will go like this. All right, I'm gonna pause right here, get the heat press ready, get my directions over to the side so I can follow these exactly, and we will be right back. All right, for the HTVRont Sublimation Heat Transfer Vinyl, the clear one for the regular cotton, it says 200 degrees Celsius, which is 392 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it says to apply pressure for 10 to 20 seconds and cold peel. So we're letting this get up to temperature. And then we will move on to the next step, guys. I'm going to go ahead and do my crease down the middle while it gets up to temperature, which is pretty much there now, just for a few seconds. Get all the moisture out as well. Lint roll. Should have done this first. It's gonna get rid of my crease. All right. Make sure I line this up accurately because I don't want it to be a big hot mess. Alright. I'm just going to put a crease on my sheet here. As fairly even as possible, just on the top and the bottom. I'm right about there, it looks like. Give or take. Very sticky. Yep, okay. All right. Let's go ahead and heat press this at 392. Well, actually, let me see, just to tack it on. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna do that for 15 seconds and then we'll let it we'll let it cool down, and then we will sublimate the image on top. All right, we will let this cool. Now I'm going to look at the directions for the dark, just to make sure that it's maybe the same or not. So I'm going to pause here and then look at the directions for the dark. Okay, our shirt has cooled down. I apologize for the glare, you guys, but you get the gist. Let's peel this off. So far, so good. Wow, this is very sticky backing paper. Okay. All right, I'm sure you can see it just ever so slightly right there. Looks good. All right, let's move over to the heat press. All right, next step here, it says to go ahead and lay our sublimation paper down, press it for 40 to 50 seconds. I'm gonna do 45 seconds, and it's a warm peel. So let's get the image lined up. Here's our image. This is going to be a little tricky, I'm not going to lie. I've never done this before, so that is going to be interesting. So I guess I will start over here and just tape it there, tape it there. See, it looks like it's slightly off here, just a little bit. Guess we'll see how that turns out. You know, it usually stretches out sometimes when you peel off the backing, right? So not sure. I was interested to try this, but now I'm a little nervous. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, maybe one more for good measure. Right here. All right. Get my butcher paper. All right, let's go. 45 seconds. Fingers crossed, that it turns out all right. I've been wanting to use this for a while. I've had it for a while, but honestly, I've been a little intimidated by it. But I figured, why not? It's a perfect opportunity to do some fall shirts. We shall see. So this is a warm peel. The other ones I'm a little nervous about. I'm not gonna lie. Well, we will go with it. So I'm not gonna peel it off right after. I'm gonna give it a minute. I hope I lined it up as best as possible. Let's take a peek. Oh yeah, okay, awesome. Oh yeah, that looks great. See, now this one came off really well. Huh. Oh, that looks great. Okay, we'll do a reveal at the end. Okay. Alright, so the other shirt actually, it has to be at a lower temperature. So I'm going to pause right there, lower my temperature, get all the settings right, and then we'll do the next shirt. Alright, so for the dark shirts, it is supposed to be at 311 degrees for 45 seconds. I went ahead and just put it to 315. So here's our shirt. Probably not dark enough, but hopefully it'll still do the job, right? Actually, let me lint roll. And do my crease down the middle. Well, I think I'm just going to eyeball it. This shirt's for me anyway. So, let me take out some moisture while the temperature comes down. But yes, for the dark fabric here, It specifies 150 to 155 degrees Celsius, which is about 311 degrees. Oops. That out. Then we're going to apply it for 10 seconds. And then we're going to cold peel the film off. So same as before, it's just a different temperature. Okay. We are just going to eyeball this. Now, I'll be honest, this is not a 100% cotton shirt, so this could be a disaster. But I'm anxious to try this, so I'm hoping that it works out. Man, this sticky backing is very sticky. All right, let me move my little extra pressing mat over a little bit. I want to make sure I have even pressure all around. All right, I hope that's in the middle. Oh man. That looks fairly even. Well, you know what? I'm not confident, you guys. Let me do my standard little crease that I usually do down the middle. And I'm going to do the same with my shirt because I just don't trust myself, as it usually is the case with most of the shirts that I do. The smaller shirts are easier to do for sure. Okay, let's do a crease. See, it's still coming down to temperature anyway, so we're good. There we go. Now I feel better. Okay, here is the middle. There is my crease. Okay, I can barely see it now, but lining it up. That is the middle right there. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds for this to I'll probably give 15 seconds and then we'll let it cool off before we peel off the backing, and then we'll do our sublimation. Hopefully that'll turn out great. But I am a little concerned because as I said, this is a polyester cotton blend. It's not 100% cotton, so let's let this cool down and peel it off, and then we'll do the next step. All right, this is cooled off, you guys. Let's peel this off. Let's hope we get the same result. I mean, this carrier sheet is so sticky. I feel like that doesn't help the stretch of this, you know. I mean, I don't like that it's that sticky because I feel like it kind of messes with the stretchy. Okay, got it off. Okay. Now, you see, I had to hand cut this because when I was printing it, I was going to do it through the Cricut, but I realized that I didn't flatten my image. Otherwise, I would have had all this cut out. And unfortunately, that would not have been good. So I am going to have to do my best to line this up. I think I'm going to do it here before I take it over to my heat press. And hope that it transfers over as good as it can get, right? I have no idea how this is going to turn out. I personally would have preferred no border at all, but since this is my first time trying this, I'd rather just be on the safe side. Oh, I just ran out of tape. Well, my tape dispenser is acting up. Okay. All right, I think that's good. All right, let's go over to the heat press. All right, guys, here we go. Make sure this is nice and flat. Pretty well centered. Get my butcher paper and go. I'm doing 315 for 45 seconds. Technically, it's at 311. Well, if you convert the 155 degrees Celsius, it's 311. So I just did it to 315. Why not? We shall see how this one turns out. Apologies, you guys. My battery went dead, so I had to replace it. Okay, it's ready to go. Let's hope this one came out nice. Okay. It's not well lined up at all, and that's my own fault. But I also feel like part of it is because of the stretching when I was, yeah. Let me pause here and we'll go back to my desk. All right, well, I would say this is a fail. Not so much the sublimation as it is the lining it up. So that's my own fault. I thought I had it lined up fairly well. I mean, it looks good here, but I do feel like the carrier sheet for this was so sticky that it kind of stretched this out a little bit. So that's a little disappointing. But I mean, this looks great right here. The fall, that's about the only part, in the leaf maybe, but hopefully I can figure out a way to salvage this. But I would call this a fail until I get a little more practice. I will not be doing this one anytime soon. Okay. Of course, the one that I do feel was amazing, only because it's clear, is this one. This one came out amazing. The colors are so vibrant. I just noticed there's a little roller mark right there. Oh, well, too late for that now. Anywho, this came out great. I have no complaints. It's amazing. And you can stretch it. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna do whatever it's gonna do, but that came out good. No complaints here. I love it. I need to practice on the white background one, but this one looks awesome. And even if I were not to have lined this up that well, it's a little more forgiving because it's a clear background, right? So that looks awesome. I love that. And then of course the one where I just sublimated directly onto the shirt because it's a polyester cotton blend is this one. Of course, because it's not a full it is not a full polyester shirt, it does give you that vintage vibe, which I knew that was going to be the case. I still like the way it came out. I knew it wasn't going to be as vibrant as the normal sublimation on a full polyester shirt, but I might have to do a side by side. But I like it. It still came out really cute. All right, guys. Let's turn the camera around and we'll have a quick little chat before we end this video. Well, there you have it, you guys. Some trial and error. I did have some success with the clear sublimation heat transfer vinyl. The white, not so much. And I think actually that was my fault because it did specify in the instructions to use a 100% cotton shirt and I did not. Mine was a 65-35% poly cotton blend, and I think that is what caused it to stretch out. So when I tried to line it up, it was way off. So I think that's my own fault. So I'm going to keep testing that out and see how that turns out. If for some reason I managed to get that filmed and edited and added to this video, I will add it right here
just a quick clip of my success or not so much success. I will not know that until I post it. But that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, could you please hit the like button? And if you would consider subscribing, I'd greatly appreciate it. I noticed that on my analytics, like 85% of my viewers are not subscribed. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. And if you enjoy my content, I would greatly appreciate it. That is it, you guys. I hope you're having a good week, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.